So there we go. As you can see, there's our original joists. Well, they're not ours original joists. Nice bit of beam fill in there.
Because we've got every obstacle possible in the way.
Yeah. We can get strong boys underneath that joist into that brickwork.
And as you can see here, there's 2 blocks cut lengthways to tie it in every so often.
And we're back. This is day 2. We've been away from this job to another video you'll see where we did a small extension out of concrete bricks. But that's another video. But we're back here now for day 2. Have you got the keys, Al?
I've got the van keys.
Yeah. Oh, you keep hold of them.
Okay,
So, yeah.
Cleared out ready.
So up to now, back door's been removed. We did the outside block work. All the cuts are done for the inside block work because it was all freaking cuts. Oh yeah. Let's just get it. Bless you.
Thank you.
There you go.
You probably get told off now, oh, it shouldn't be wobbling in a cavity.
There you go. So what we're going to do now is, since we found this weird steel, we're going to get some lights in here. And engineer's coming tomorrow. I'm going to meet him here tomorrow to have a look at this, see what he says. So the plan now is get the rest of this ceiling stripped out all the way across here so we can see what's what, where we're working, because this wall is, we hope, is non-load bearing. I don't think it is because it's a flat roof on that extension, unless it's holding the roof spars, but we'll find that out. So yeah, this is to come out, and this is to come out to 300. So that's going to be the same as that 300 pillar with the pad stones on the top. So ceiling out, I've got a few bits to pick up. Alex is going to carry on and get that backed up. That's all ready to go, and then I'll be getting on this later. Carry on with this. It's block on block, but then we're going to tooth it in, because you can't just use mechanical fixings. You've got to tooth in a pillar that's holding the steel. You couldn't just throw starter pack up there. It's got to be tied in, which is going to be a pain, but it is what it is, as usual. Yeah, so we'll get set up and get this ceiling down, try and get the mess out of the way. We're currently throwing plasterboard in there because we're getting a grab wagon. I don't think a grab wagon will take plasterboard, so they'll have to get a separate skip for that. And just try and get the mess in here down to a minimum, put it in there where we're not working. So that's enough waffle. We'll set you up and start making a mess.
Go for it.
I'll film that. Yeah.
You're outside the matrix.
Yeah. Like everything, it's done on the cheap. The whole thing has been done DIY on the cheap.
I should love that though. Like what? Why did I take the window?
Because they just wanted it covered up for rendering, didn't they? It probably this probably had paneling on the walls in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it did look. Paneling just went straight out the window.
Right.
Get your mask on, coming in there now.
What, sorry?
Put your mask on, I need your hat as well, please, mate.
Hat.
You want to get your mask on now while we're making a mess. Okay. Oh. There we go. Nothing above this. See the roof timbers with the what's it called? Fairing. See the fairing that's cut to like a big wedge shape to get the fall on the roof. Yeah, and then you can see it's had leaks. It's a bit of a mess. Second-hand bits of floorboards used as noggins. I think it's all DIY stuff in here, just cobbled together. Yeah, so we've got this big fork of timber. I'm guessing this is the wall plate for the new roof. I'm thinking maybe it goes right away across, and we'll have to see if it's fixed to the wall or not. It must be fixed to the wall. Well, who knows? Yeah, still a list to sort out and work out. So I'm going to get the rest of this off. Get it all exposed so we see what we're doing. So you've seen the main bit of destruction, so I'll get back to time lapse now. Right, it's been probably an hour and a half.
Probably, yeah.
Trying to let the dust settle, nasty dust. So there we go. As you can see, there's our original joists. Well, they're not our original joists. Nice bit of beam fill in there. Then you've got this weird fibreboard. I've never seen that before, which has been plastered over. Maybe it's pre-plasterboard. Then you've got this frame, this weird frame that they've done themselves. Out of all kinds of shit. Bits of floorboards there.
House that Jack built.
Yeah. Bits of concrete on top of them. And then you've got this weird steel on this side out. That's it. So it's as if the span was too big on the floor. Can't tell it. I don't think it's original. It's got a padstone under it though. Maybe that is original. Well, if it is, it's going to cause us a problem because we've got a steel going up there. Well, obviously we've got a steel going right across there. So
all the way across.
It's going to be, we've already, I think, come in here. We're bolting one in here somewhere to support upstairs because there's a problem upstairs. But it's sagging. And then on this side, I'm guessing this beam looks like a 9x2.5, maybe even bigger. Goes, I think it goes right through, or it goes onto this middle wall. Because if we come in the kitchen, there it is again. Come right out, Al. There you go. This huge beam. At least it's well treated and dry. And you've got these wall plate straps. So it goes right through. Bolted together with this 2x2, and then the ceiling, the roof joists are then notched out onto it. So this is holding the roof up, but this doesn't look like it's mechanically fixed to the wall. I think it spans across, so it's not actually supporting the wall behind it. Sorry, the wall. Oh no, those bolts are going to be bolted into the wall, aren't they? I'm guessing those bolts are going to be into the wall. Or are they just bolting that on? That 2x2. See, this is all guesswork here.
I think we should do our bricking up and blocking up and make a run for it.
Yeah. See, I'm waffling away here, but what I'm trying to get at is I don't know how we're going to prop the wall above.
Because we've got every obstacle possible in the way.
Yeah. We can get strong boys underneath that joist into that brickwork. Probably get about 3 across here. But again, this is all going to have to come out. And then here, the only thing I can think of is fix some angle plates onto that steel, probably about half a dozen across there, to hold the steel. Prop the beam, hold the steel. Yeah, look, the bolts are only to hold that 2x2 in, look. Coach bolts to hold that. tiny little sole plate on. Yeah, because we've got to get underneath that. And as you can see, they're different heights. Again, we're going to have to strip all that back out so we can get a strong boy up and it underneath there. So more ceiling to come out, so more work. And then in here, it's definitely going nowhere. That's as high as it goes. I don't know what to say. I suppose we need the customer to have a look at it and see if they want to carry on. Although the steels are made, the steels should have been here yesterday. So what we can do now is, I'll finish this pillar.
I'll get the door.
And Alex can finish the door. And that'll just see the day in. I've allowed a day for that and that, when we've done half a day on that and half a day on that, haven't we?
Well, it's like nearly
2 half days.
Nearly 1 o'clock, isn't it? So we've got like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And everything's cut and ready now.
Yeah, as you can see. All the tie wires, and here's our screw ties.
Yeah, so there's no holes on that side.
Oh yeah. I've marked the gauge and I forgot to drill that side.
Is the gauge right?
It should be. Just check it. I think this side's, if you keep this side metric, well, just follow the ties. There should be a gap at the top to put a piece in, but I'll just cut that when we need it.
So like tightish beds then?
Yeah, keep it gauged.
Metric's tight beds, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, what a palaver. I'll tell you what though, that timber's well treated. It looks like it's done with cuprinol, which you can't use anymore because it's poisonous.
No.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's original that now. I'm guessing. But you can never tell, can you? But there's a padstone there anyway. And it's very old and rusty. And that's quite a span. But you'd put it in the middle, wouldn't you? If you put a steel in to take the bounce out the span. So, Alex going to mix in. I'll get a bit of this toothing done and then we'll get Clive back on.
The builder's station.
The builder's station. camera swap. That's Alex all done. He's ready for tidying up. Backed up, insulation in, backed up, done. So, camera swap. I'm round here. So he's finished the kitchen off. I'm over on the pillar. When I picked a few extra block up and cut them down like that to 155s. And then every time the courses line up, we cut a pocket out and actually tie them in. Tie them into the existing wall right back. That's a full length block, that. And then I'm just got the old tuck pointer. Got that up nice and tight. Lovely. And then a few more courses of flats, which are over there cut, and then we'll put one more pocket in the top there. But we'll probably prop the steels when we get up that high. They're pretty self-supported down this far. And then we'll just leave it down for the pad stones, which are going to go in like about that height. So here we go. Crack on. Get Alex to tidy up. It's 3 o'clock now. Hopefully get out of here at a decent time tonight. And then back here to meet the structural engineer tomorrow. So let's crack on.
So, quick one while we're touring through the House of Horrors. There's my part done. So that's both skins now blocked up with some insulation inside and ties. So that bit's nice and structurally secure. So as you've been watching, Dad has been getting this pillar sorted out. And as you can see here, there's 2 blocks cut lengthways to tie it in every so often. So it'll probably be another tie-in about here roughly, and then but we're just jobbing knocking at the moment because we do need pad stones for here as well, because obviously the steel's going in. But after that, no idea because we need to see this engineer tomorrow. He can give us a rundown what the hell we're gonna do with all this.
Right, it's Thursday dinner time. It's Thursday the 6th of April, and it's 2 minutes to 12, and I'm back on the steel's job, but I'm not in my work stuff. Well, I'm at the bottom, not at the top, and I've been to meet Danny, the structural engineer, because obviously like we've had this issue about this steel. So we've had a good chat about it. He's going to work out if this steel is up to the job and if it can stay in or not. Something has to stay there, whether it's that beam or a new beam. But because it's only supporting the ceiling joist, which runs straight through, there's no join on the top there. He said we can take that out. He says you don't even have to temporary prop the floor because there's nobody in it or nobody using it, so that can come out of the way. Obviously all the ceiling's going to have to come out of the way, which is all extra work. And as we were talking, I noticed, I was saying yesterday it could be an original beam, but I noticed yesterday used to be a wall here. See the 2 rooms, and you've got where the wall was patched up. So this wall's been taken out and this has been put back in to take the bounce out, I suppose, because the wall's not supporting the joist anymore. You can see the original ceiling with like panelling, like 2x2, and then a piece across there, like hardboard. And that was, oh yeah, that's been plastered. But yeah, Danny's going to go away and work all this out. He said we're okay to put some 90-degree angle brackets along there, probably about half a dozen. So we'll fix them to that timber with some good screws to support that steel, because we can't prop that, so we don't need acros for that. This side we're going to have to strip all the ceiling out. We're going to have to use strong boys along here, but that's once the steel's in. We have to get the steel in along. We have to get the steels in first, then we prop it so you can lift them up inside the acros. We can't get genie lifts in because the top of the genie lift will touch the ceiling, but the actual forks will be lower. So it means we're only going to actually get the steel up to there. So there's 2 steels, so that's not so bad. There's going to be 4 of us here. We'll just do it gradually. We'll bring some scaffold up. We've got a couple of scaffolds. Get up onto the scaffold. We'll do it. Take our time and get it in safely. We think this is a beam that goes all the way across. We said once this wall's taken out, that beam's going to need some support. So he said some kind of bracket fixed to the beam and fixed to the steel to support it, or even we could probably bolt through into the steels. Yeah, because that's not holding much, that's just holding the roof. So it's Thursday, it's Bank Holiday Friday for the Easter weekend tomorrow, and because this job's come to a halt, we've ended up with no work, so we're off for another 5 days now, which is a bit of a bummer, but we can all the dust settled after the grinding, and that's it. We'll see what happens. I'll speak to the customers on holiday, but I'll message him and let him know he can get the steels delivered, because I don't think the steels have to change. Oh yeah, another one. We're doing the downstairs, Robbie and Robbie are doing the upstairs. So as you can see, the beam's there, but there's no beam across this section. I'll take you upstairs and show you what the issue is upstairs. Now I've spoke to Danny, I understand now. So, come up here. This floor probably runs down about 2.5–3 inches. See there? Yeah, I wish I had a spirit level with me, I could show you. But yeah, as I said, there's a beam here somewhere downstairs, because we're now in the original house. There's the extension with the leaky roof. So, beams here, no beam here, but we have a brick wall. For some bizarre reason, with a bit of wood in it, all cracked. So this wall is coming out to here. But this wall, which is sat on just the floor and the floor joists, has a piece of timber there which runs up into the loft and onto a ring beam, which holds the hip roof. So this wall needs removing, this floor needs repairing, and this new stud wall is going to have a beam, a timber beam inside it that runs right up to the purlin, so that's transferred down onto this new beam, which will be going across here, which connects onto our main beam here. So we're going to have our 2 beams at the back, and then we're going to have one teeing off onto this wall, and then that's going to take. That's the only weight that's taking is basically the purlin up there, because this will be a stud wall, independent from the beam. It's not a beam, is it? That's a post, not a beam. Beams are horizontal, posts are vertical. So yeah, proper dodgy, and that's original. So there you have it. Ugh. So I'm going to go home now, and we'll be back Tuesday hopefully, And then now we know that wall's not low burn at the back, we can start demolishing that and getting it outside, ready for the grab wagon. So I'll see you Tuesday.
So yeah, as Dad was saying, that was been quite a day. Quite 2 days on this job, just bloody house of horrors, but I got something done at least. Doors blocked up, and the pillar is probably up. Obviously, like I say, we'll get back to you on that one, but that'll be the end of this video. Next one will come. Next one will get started probably. Who knows? So if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this, or you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and tap on that bell. That way you'll always be notified when we upload. It's always a massive help, and we greatly appreciate all the support. This has been Bricklaying with Steve somewhere and Alex, and we'll see you in the next video.